Hey y'all, Pepper Guy here. Thanks for joining me again. I know it's kind of been a while. I've been kind of busy lately, but really not been a whole lot going on in my plants. As you can see, most of them are not here. I've got them outside on the backyard, getting some sun. I'm just gonna do probably about a week of hardening them off. I hear about people doing it, taking plants out for 2 weeks straight. I don't think that's necessary. That's quite a bit of work, but yeah, 4 or 5 times, a couple hours each time, in some moderate shade. I think that's enough. But today, I've finally got my Chiltepin plant. It's got some flowers, and let's see, this tall guy right here. You can see a few flowers, and I probably had a flowers a week ago at least, but really the only flowers I'm going to probably get pollen from is this guy and this one. And I don't really love the growth habit of the Chiltepin. It just, the the four that I've got so far, they grow really tall. I mean, just really tall like this. And look at that stalk. But yeah, so what I wanted to do was have the Chiltepin as the pollen, the male. So I'm going to gather pollen from that, and I'm going to cross it to my good growing jalapeno, and got some good good early flowers that haven't opened here. There's quite a few of them on here, so I'll make about 3 or 4 attempts, and we've still got quite a few crosses that are still maturing. It's funny, the ones that I crossed with the Pekin, which is a pretty small pepper. It's kind of similar to the Chiltepin. They've grown. You see these little jalapeno here, which this variety actually isn't that big. The jalapenos aren't huge. But all the ones that I crossed with the Pekin, I mean, look how small, just little guys like this. I bet they're hotter though. We'll see. I'm gonna grow these F1s out. And then I've got this Sentaka here. It's a cayenne pepper, Japanese cayenne. Cross this with a jalapeno. I've got this one here that, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of and it's brownish. It'll take still probably another week for it to fully mature. Got this one here, about the same boat, maybe a week, maybe a little less. I'll grow those out, and this Sentaka's got a little spice to it. I think they're about 40,000 Scovilles, so up there with Pekin, pretty warm. But again, this is just kind of, I wanted to grow these annuums and cross with jalapenos and stuff just to get a little early season crossing done. I will be doing a lot of superhots. Somebody wanted to see some Chiltepins with reapers, and I will be doing that. But my reapers are still pretty small. They're still, man, several weeks, maybe a month away from flowering. So I still have 2 or 3 different Chiltepins with no flowers yet. So I think they'll align just fine. And all those will be done in my greenhouse, which I'm still building. I'm getting the roof put on it right now, so it's really coming along. I think it's gonna do really well. And some of y'all may notice these dead flowers, and I expected that because I'm not putting any air in here. I'm not promoting pollination. I don't want any self-pollination in here. I'm just doing crosses. So all the pollination is going to be by my hand. So there's going to be a lot of these flowers dropping. And a good thing about that too is, your crosses are going to mature quicker without having, with having less, self-pollinated peppers to really put the plant's energy into. So So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I want to see how much of this pollen I can collect from these two flowers. Hopefully there is some. Honestly, if there's not, it's gonna be a short video. All right, so let's see. This plant's so dang tall. Actually, I want y'all to see this. Let's see what we can get here. All right. Sorry for all the shaking. Okay. So yeah, we really only have two. Looks like two flowers here. So, okay, here we go. And I like to use these little Ziploc bags. They work really well. They're just, I mean, I think I bought 500 of them for like $5 or something. It didn't cost much. Here's my little toothbrush. Let me get a little better view here. See if I can zoom in. It's a little better. Okay. I got a little something. I'll show you in a minute. I don't want to damage the flower. These flowers are much smaller than my others. I'm going to get this other one over here. Let's see this. Let's see this one back here. I know the camera's not that great right now. I'll show you the pollen. Let's see. Oh yeah, that one shot out some pretty good pollen. So this is what I was able to get. You see that little dust there? Yeah, there we go. So that should give me plenty to make a few crosses on my jalapeno. All right. All right. Now, got some really nice unopened flowers here. Look at that big one there. That is perfect. Nothing's opened yet. Let's go ahead and clean this thing up. Boy, it's real easy when it's this large. You can kind of just snip them off, or just kind of pull them back and just kind of pull them off, pluck them off too. Just try not to damage that stigma in the middle. With surgical hands really helps. If you shake a lot, it's gonna have a little more problems getting these flowers really cleaned up. You can probably hit the bottom of the stigma a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't try to, but let's see. Look at that. Nice big stigma there to work with. I know last time I used like a little paintbrush. I think maybe just having this little bag and brushing it up along the stigma, I don't know, seems to work best. I had a lot of crosses that took doing this method. Let's see. So I'm just going to keep doing what's working. So yeah, here's my pollen. You just want to brush that up along this stigma here. Just kind of get it on the end, maybe even on the sides a little bit like this. Try to be real gentle with it. And that's it. I'm going to do it with, let's see. I'll let you watch along. I'll do one more. Look at these, man. Just really nice. Let's see if you can see this. I might have to move the camera a little. Yeah, 1 second. Look at that, man. Look at that guy. Perfect. So I want to do, just because these flowers took forever for the Chiltepin, I might need to zoom out a minute. I'm going to actually cut one of these leaves here. It's a good thing about hydroponic. You cut a little leaf off and 3 more will pop up next week. Okay. So again, just gently remove those. Gently remove them. Yeah, to me, these little cuticle cutter things from my wife, man, they are the best. I think that's what they are. I don't know. Okay. Oop. I touched the stigma a little bit. That's okay. All right. Now, get the money shot here. A little better. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. And any of these petals that you do leave on, you will definitely see them later on when the pepper gets big. It'll be like dead. They'll form like a collar around the actual pepper, and you'll see it for a while. Where that's the good thing, that if you make a cross and you notice, you'll tag it immediately. But if you didn't tag it, if you forgot to, a really good way to notice, what which one of the flowers that you crossed, if you remove all those petals, you won't, the fruit won't have any dead petals on it later. So it's just kind of another way to know exactly which one is the cross that you made. You just want to remove all those petals. If you don't, it's okay, but I'm just saying. We don't really have a lot of pollen here. So I guess I'm just going to do these 2, honestly. And maybe in a week or so, when I get more flowers from this Chiltepin, which it looks like it makes quite a bit of flowers, I'll go ahead and do more crosses. But for now, that's really it. I've got a couple little starting here. These are called, these are tomatoes. I got 2 early girls growing, and I've got one pepper from India. It's called a Kashmiri. A friend of mine actually was in India and grabbed some seeds. They're kind of well known in India for, apparently they have the reddest of reds for, I guess, curry. They make a lot of it for curry. It's not really a spicy pepper, but I told a friend I'd grow it for him and give him some fresh ones. So that's it, guys. I appreciate y'all joining me, and I look out in about a week. It could be about 2 weeks before I have my my greenhouse build video. So that's it. I appreciate you joining me. Like, subscribe, and comment below if y'all got any questions. See y'all next time.